A former Iranian soldier who now lives here in the U.S., sharing his perspective on the conflict. It's really interesting what he has to say. Fox 11's Matthew Seedorf spoke with him a little earlier. Right now, he's in the middle of this big protest that's happening outside the federal building in Westwood. Matthew.
Yeah, that former soldier and all of these people have been following the situation so closely the last few weeks. And what was supposed to be a protest right now feels more like a celebration given this news of a ceasefire. We'll walk around here. You can see all the flags for Iran, as well as American flags, Israeli flags, lots of signs out here. People celebrating this, as we're also hearing from that former soldier from Iran, exclusive right here on Fox 11. Iran firing back on the U.S., launching missiles towards an American base in Qatar. The rockets Monday intercepted with no injuries or casualties.
I'm stuck to TV 24 hours, really. Anytime I take a nap, I just get up.
Former Iranian soldier Max speaking exclusively with Fox 11, but choosing to hide his identity.
Because they have no mercy. As soon as you open your mouth, you even ask for freedom of speech, you're going to end up in jail and you're going to be hanged to death.
Max was a lieutenant with the Iranian army in the 70s, resigned and moved to L.A. for college.
They have nothing to lose anymore.
Now a U.S. citizen anxiously watching tensions in the Middle East climb. The U.S. over the weekend bombing 3 nuclear sites in Iran.
I'm happy they did, and I think they shouldn't stop until they eliminate all these mullahs. Let that country be free again, like we used to be 46 years ago.
I think we're headed for World War III.
Anti-war protests erupt at major cities across the country.
Death is never the answer. Killings are never the answer. Bombings are never the answer.
People who are opposing this, that the United States shouldn't get involved, they are wrong. They haven't been to Iran. They haven't dealt with those people. They should go, at least for a week or so, really, to see what they are encountering.
President Donald Trump posting this to Truth Social late Monday afternoon. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire.
The United States is the leader of the whole free world, and thanks to Donald Trump and Netanyahu, that Iranian people are thanking him right now in Iran. And they are waiting him to finish the job, not to stop.
So he sounds very optimistic about this ceasefire, but just speaking with protesters out here, the one message now that they want to share is a possible regime change, and they're hoping that happens.
We're now aware of what the regime had, and, we've weakened them, and so it's time for them to come out into the streets and get organized and to, hopefully overthrow this regime.
I'm very optimistic. I think it's a movement that we have to carry. It's not up to the United States to bring us freedom. It's not up to Israel to bring us freedom. They have put the red carpet in front of us, and they say, okay, we'll finish it.
What brings me out here today is the hope, and the biggest hope that we've had with the help of the United States and Israel, opening the doors and giving our people a chance to actually have a fighting chance to free themselves from this criminal regime.
So, Alex, tonight, a lot of people outside the federal building, excited, optimistic. It feels like a party out here. They're playing music. They've got the flags. Just an overall feeling of optimism. I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Interesting. It looks like the Shah of Iran's picture was right next to you, who, of course, was forced to flee the country in 1979 when the current regime brought in. Meanwhile, Matthew, it's an interesting situation because the National Guard and the Marines were brought to that location because of the fear over the protests over the ICE raids. And so what's that interaction like right now?
Yeah, so if you go and pan towards the federal building, this is the National Guard, the Marines here, watching this as, they've been standing here, as you mentioned, better part of 2 weeks now, keeping the federal building secure. Even if you pan right outside the federal building, just the line of security right now outside here is impressive, but at this point, it seems like they're all just kind of watching this protest slash celebration take place right here on the street corner.
Well, we know what a large Persian population there is, especially in Beverly Hills, and we've seen them demonstrate so many times at the federal building before, but not usually with troops there. So it's quite a scene that we're looking at. Matthew Seedorf, thank you for your reporting tonight.